Good afternoon. My name is Tom Summers with Coldwell Banker. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a licensed real estate agent in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area and also the whole entire state of Minnesota. I like to make these videos to give you some information of what's going on in the housing market. Today's subject is something that probably extends way past people looking to buy or sell right now. It's like looking at your portfolio or your 401k. The topic is the housing market going to crash in 2023? It's really easy to just jump on board and say, yes, it's going to, because it creates headlines. It creates people to click on a video or an article because it scares everyone. Most people that own a home, even if you're not looking to buy or sell, like to know from time to time, where's my value? What's going on in the market? Am I going to have problems? Things like that. The short answer is no. And here's why I think this is the case. I'm going to post a few different ideas towards you. You let me know if you agree or not. First off, we have low inventory. We still have low inventory. The last time I checked, I think we were a little over 12,000 houses for sale in the 13 county metro area of Minneapolis-St. Paul, which is 3.3 million people plus. That's not a ton of homes. To also put it into perspective for you, at the height of the crash back in 2009 or so, when we had a ton of foreclosures and a ton of short sales, we were at over 50,000 listings. So this is 20% of a meltdown as far as amount of stuff that's for sale versus what was for sale when we did have the crisis in the housing market. The second one is the rates will continue to improve. The reason I feel that they will is because the feds are starting to show that the inflation is coming down. The last time they raised the prime rate, it was by half rather than 3/4. So they're slowing that. As inflation shrinks, which I've talked about in the past, the mortgage rates will lower with inflation. We're trending that way, so it's looking like a good possibility moving forward. Thirdly is the rent cost. For any of you that are familiar that you're renting right now, I'm in shock that there are some of these places that are renting for $3,000 a month and they're a little over 1,500 square feet, 2-bedroom, even in some of the south suburbs. There's going to be a point where people can't afford the rent anymore. So you're better off purchasing a home and then getting all the tax benefits of writing off your interest as well as your property tax and, save money that way. But I'm not going to argue that point. This is just a quick, is it going to crash? The last part is a lot of people are asking me, well, when's it going to get better? This isn't like going to Amazon and ordering a pair of shoes and then they pop up a day later in your mailbox. This is a slow change. They're going through a lot of economical stuff, as we all know. In the government right now, they're trying to curb inflation and all of the things they're working on. A lot of these professionals that I'm talking to that are mortgage people are saying that they think there'll be a refinance boom in early spring. So it's very possible by the time we get to April, the rates will have adjusted enough that people are like, well, wow, we bought in the last 6 to 8 months. This is worth refinancing for. The only downside to that, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but I have other videos, is what does that do to you as a buyer and a seller when it shifts again? But for the time being, there is nothing that I see that indicates that the housing market is going to crash. If you have questions, thinking about buying or selling, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you might have. And also, too, if you like to watch these videos, I have a lot of you who are just so kind and you are very supportive. If you have a question, just put it at the bottom of like the Facebook comments or in the comments for YouTube, my channel, or wherever you see this video. Have a great, great day. And thank you for taking a few minutes.